Right, Max, good to see you. New car. The rest of the Formula One field is, I suppose, pretty worried that it's an improvement on last year's. You've driven it already. What's the initial verdict?
Well, I do like what the team has done. It's not a conservative car. It's not like last year was a great car. We'll just add a few bits and we'll try to make it a little bit faster. I do think they've been quite bold, and that's what I like. They've been quite aggressive, and everyone is very positive. Everyone is very motivated, and I'm just very excited to learn more about the car because we had the filming day, but it was raining, so you don't really learn anything. It was more about just checking all the procedures of the car, that it's well put together, and then we head off to Bahrain, and hopefully we have three good days of testing.
Andrea Stella said a lovely thing yesterday. He said, even if we at McLaren build as good a car as the Red Bull, think about their driver. What a special year he had last year. And that's from a man who engineered Michael Schumacher and Fernando Alonso and Kimi Raikkonen. We've maybe overlooked some of your exploits, Max, but you must appreciate some of the respect from inside the business that what you're doing is getting.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of great people working in Formula One, not only, of course, in this team. Everyone, of course, wants to try and beat us. But, we had an unbelievable year last year. And it was just, a lot of fun also just working together. I'm not saying that this year can be another year like that. You don't know because, every year people are improving. And, of course, we are improving, but you never know where the others stand. But I'm very hopeful that we can have another strong season. And from my side, as a driver, I think every year you try to be a little bit better. Of course, over time you rely more on experience, I think, where you maybe make a little improvement. But that's also the exciting bit. At the moment, I don't know, right? It's just you jump in the car, you go to the first race, and that's where you start learning and adapting to what the car needs, what you need. And that's where you try to, of course, find that package that works really well together.
Big headlines in this country when Lewis Hamilton signed for Ferrari in a year's time. It means, I suppose, they and Mercedes have a driver leaving this year. Do you get it as someone who's won championships? Ferrari's still special, or do you think he's doing it because maybe that's the team who are acquiring expertise and maybe might offer him a better chance to fight for the title?
Yeah, from my side, it's very difficult to know. I don't know how the current situation is, of course, at the team. I don't know what he has in his back of his mind. If it's a dream from when you were a kid, then then at one point, if you've already achieved so much in the sport anyway, then why not? But then again, maybe he spoke to Ferrari. They've shown him stuff that we don't know. So for me, it's very difficult to answer that.
Lando Norris gave an interview to me where he explained in some detail why maybe driving in the same team as you isn't such a smart thing to do. He was saying even the Max Verstappen of 4 years ago would struggle against the current one. Do you think teammates have a sort of an intimidation factor driving alongside you a little bit now?
I think if I look back at myself 4 years ago, when I compare it to now, you just probably a bit more calm, a bit more experienced, and that in some scenarios can definitely make a bit of a difference. Probably winning a championship helps as well, but it would be quite exciting, I think, to have my 4-year younger self to team up against my current one. I'm not afraid of a challenge or whatever, and I think it's always cool to race the best in the world. But again, also from his side, I don't know what's going on in the team there, and when you feel really happy and confident with the people that you are with, and they've definitely been on a trajectory which is very positive, then you also think to yourself, maybe I don't need to leave and we can make this a success, right? So, yeah.
So last thing, anyone hoping that Red Bull have peaked, or you have, this team's on a good footing, another good car, unified and ready to go for the season?
Well, from my side, I'm 26 years old, so hopefully I didn't peak yet. You just constantly keep learning, and even when you're 40 years old, you're still learning in the sport. It's constant. And from the team side, I just see the motivation, and it's never enough. We want to keep on trying to win. We want to keep winning championships, but only time will tell if we've done enough.